I think there will be a challenge to plug in new guys. I think the great challenge is going to be at what point does the cream rise to the top? In the sense that I feel really good about the 13 guys that we got. And I feel really good. Now, do I feel great? Who am I going to feel great about? And that's what this preseason is designed to do. Who are going to get the last shots? Who are going to be able to step up and make the big plays? When does the cream separate itself? When do guys go from being really good to great? Who does that? It was clear that Jabari was great. That made things easy for me as it relates to how you play call and what you obviously do. Walker was the defensive player of the year. It was easy to defensively scheme around his abilities. I'm very pleased with our depth. I'm very pleased with our effort and our attitude. But it's going to take the lights coming on to see, who we are and what we are when the time comes. I would imagine we'll be mixing them up again. I don't know. I just don't think there's going to be that much separation. I really don't. I think we have two really good centers, two really good big guards. We have two really good wings, two really good scoring guards, and two really good point guards. I see us playing 10. I see there being more. I think there's going to be more minutes in the 20s and in the high teens than there are going to be in the 30s right now, which I think could be a good thing. So therefore, that'll dictate the style of play and how we play. That would be my anticipation.
What are the challenges?
Would be, are the guys going to, first of all, compete for their roles? Look, I don't mind having somebody be a 30-10 position. I don't mind. Show me. So they got to show me the difference between somebody playing 30 and somebody playing 10. And I'm all eyes, I'm all ears. Let me see. But if there's not great separation, then will they be accepting of, all right, this is what you're going to get? And are you going to pout about the fact that you're not playing more, or are you going to take advantage of the time that you get out there? And that'll be that. At this point, that's all the challenge I can see. It's early though. It's middle September.
How much real trip and the challenges y'all had, especially that last game?
Well, I would say, like, for example, Chris Moore had a great summer, and he played great in that last game, so he feels really good. The freshman played really well in the first two games. Not as good in the last game, but Trey Donaldson played really good in the last game. I think what I saw in Israel sort of reinforces everything I've said to this point, that we got great depth. We're going to have great competition. Could we be a little bit better defensively without Walker? I don't know. But I think we could be, because I think we could be a little bit more physical. We're going to have to shoot the ball better. We're just going to have to make open shots and free throws better than what we've made. And so that's going to be one of the things I would be. I'm not worried about anything right now, but if I was worried about anything, will we make open shots and how will we be from the foul line?
How impressive was it that Janai was able to play strong side?
Janai, what some guys, there's some things you just can't teach. And so like Chance Westry and Janai are two freshmen. They're going to play professionally. They'll play in the NBA because they have it. At what point, they may both be a 2-year situation. Don't try to put a time frame on it, but they just got stuff I can't teach. Janai's got a different level of athleticism and bounce, and he's all ears, and he wants to get better. And Chance is a 6'6", 6'5" guard that can see over the top of things, make plays for himself and others. But they're going to make mistakes. I mean, they're not going to be, they're not proven. Janai's only. I mean, we talk about Yohan. Yohan's only played the game for just a little bit.
Right.
But there's real talent. Janai is an old school. He's an old school center. He's an old school back to the basket. Make plays, make the right pass. Tough kid. He can do some things facing. I mean, the thing I like about him is they're all working hard. They all want to get better. None of them have got any kind of attitudes about being there already, and they all know it's a work in progress.
Well, I would do anything for Auburn, anything. I think my relationship with Auburn speaks for itself. We're so lucky to have Bruce. I got a chance to see a lot of this Israel stuff last night, and it was really heartwarming and touching. I mean, you think about those kids. I mean, how many of you guys been to Israel? I mean, shit, I'm Charles Barkley. I ain't been to Israel, and I'm 60. I mean, think about that for a young kid to experience that, man. That goes beyond what you can ever dream of. I mean, you need to experience the world, and to go to a place like that, it's got to be emotional, got to be somewhat life-changing. I mean, it's pretty amazing, man. And I'm proud that Auburn did the trip. But like I say, I do anything for this program. Anytime I come back down here is always awesome.